Good evening, everybody. It's Desiree here with another project. I just wanted to start off with remember that if you have not gotten a sample, crafter.sale/sample to learn how to get a sample of the Chat Couture items. Here we go. Hey, things are looking good. It's going fairly well over here on IT land. Hopefully all my stuff came through. Looks like it did, and I just published that. And over here so I can see who's coming online. So I have lots of plans. And you know, the question of the day is, what are your favorite things? We're going to do this project here. You're pretty much my favorite of all time in the history of forever. This is for my granddaughter. I'm going to make this for my granddaughter. So we're probably going to use light, bright, pretty colors. But this is actually in this catalog. This is the catalog that will end next month on the 12th, right around there, the middle of next month. So not much time. There's still, this particular transfer is still in there. You can break it apart. You don't have to use all the words. Favorite of all time in the history of forever. You could just use one word on things. You can use favorite, all time. You can piece things kind of like, you know, the notes that got sent, you know, ransom notes with all the little pasted different letters and words from magazines. You could do that with this stuff. So, but I just wanted to point out that this catalog is running out. Some of the transfers are already gone and retired, like the octopus is gone. You do want to make sure that you pick this up. These En Vogue colors, this Chalkology paste, right here we have pink grapefruit, citrus splash, and I'm going to raise this up. Hey Lynn! Pink grapefruit, citrus splash, spring zing, blue jay, and wisteria. Those colors are going to retire when this catalog is retired. So a lot of the transfers in here are retiring. Some of them already are. Some of them will move forward in the new catalog. Don't know which ones. So if you are looking to buy something out of this catalog, now is the time to do that. So if you want to, just drop a note here. Also, I have up here the link that I have set up, the easy to use link, where is it, to get to the Try Me kits. And let me show you guys the Try Me kits. So here's the Be Bold, Be Brave. They still have this kit available. They're $19.96. And then there's the Love Brings Us Home. These are small kits. They are easy to do, and if you are just wanting to try it out and try a project, these are good starter kits. We also have the Kickstart Kits, and you can get to them with the same link. And these are larger transfers. They cost a little more, but you get all the things that you need to make one of these projects. I think one of them comes with the round frame, but those are things that you can get still. However, I do want to make note that those things will retire at the end of the month. Those aren't retiring at the end of the catalog next month. You only have, let's see, today is the 24th. How many days are in July? 31 days in July? Or is it 30? I can't remember. I think it's 30. You have 4 or 5 days before July 1st to get those kits. Thanks, Lynn. I appreciate it. So, we are going to do this transfer. I'm going to put this on. Now, I don't use these a whole lot, these burlap boards, because they are a one-time use. And unlike some of the wood frames where I can do some things and make it go a little different, yeah, the burlap frames are a one-time use because it is a fabric. But here's the thing about the burlap frames. You can use either the ink or the paste. I tend to just use the paste on them because I'm not taking them out in the rain. I'm not wearing them. So using the ink and heat setting it just really doesn't make a lot of sense. So let me pull this out. They all come in these neat boxes. And the cool thing I really like about these is they have these little rivets along the edge. Hi, Glenda. How are you? So we're doing a project tonight on the burlap frame using this project. Now this is not going to be in a giveaway. I have extra stuff all over the place. This is not going to be in a giveaway because this is going to my granddaughter. So these are really easy to make gifts with because they're so fast. And I'm making this gift for my granddaughter because my daughter moved into an apartment. She has her own room. She doesn't have a lot of stuff in there. I bought her a bed to help them out. She has like a wardrobe thing that one of the neighbors gave her. I have to fix the door on it because the hinges are not good. So I have to fix one of the doors on it. It has little drawers underneath, but it's fine for her. So the question of the day. The question of the day is I'm giving this to my granddaughter because, she's pretty much my favorite all time in the history of forever, because that's my granddaughter. And the way my daughter's going, I'm not likely to have any other grandchildren. So my grandbaby, Tara, will be that, I have disposable income, and guess what? Tara gets a little spoiled. Grandma spoils her. Yep, I admit it. How many grandmas spoil their grandchildren? And you guys know, I'm sure you guys all know why we spoil grandchildren, right? It's payback. All right, so I'm going to do this project tonight. I'm going to take this sleeve and just put it back here. I have little clips to use back here. Don't have a whole lot of artwork behind me right now, except, hangers from where I had t-shirts. And if you guys were here last night, you saw me make this t-shirt, this little cute t-shirt. This is not going to my granddaughter because I've already made one for her. But this t-shirt is going to go into the sprinkle project, and this is going to be a drawing. I will have all the details this weekend. I'm going to do a video and everything and pin it to the top of the page so you can find out about the sprinkle project. And what the sprinkle project is, basically, I have 1, 2, I'm not going to pull them all out, 3, well, maybe, no, not really, because there's like a whole box over here full of t-shirts that I've made over the last year during T-Shirt Tuesday. So T-Shirt Tuesday is a thing we do here on Easy Crafters, and I have in the past given away t-shirts, but I'm going to do a more formal drawing and contest kind of thing. So I have to come up with the rules and all of that. So this t-shirt is going to go in a bag, and then that t-shirt will go into the box and be part of the sprinkle project. So stay tuned for the sprinkle project. Okay, so right here Now this is a fabric because it's burlap. And this is a brand new transfer. All of our transfers have an adhesive on the back. So they have a backing on them. I don't usually write the word back on them, but I think I will today, just to show you guys. I've gotten to where I stopped doing that because I'm not using a dry eraser because that's not going to stay. Where's my... I'm looking for... over here. I want a paint marker. Well, I know I have, yes, I knew I had something that was like a Sharpie. So I'm going to write back on the back of this. And the idea here is that I need to make sure I remember the back. Now, I always remember the back because it's a mat size back. So the other side, and obviously you guys, I do not have fingernails. I'm not that kind of person. I work on a computer. My dull day job is on a computer all day. So I do not have fingernails because I'm typing. So I'm just going to pull this off. Leave that right there because I want to show you that the other side is a shiny side. And when I'm done with this transfer, I'm going to clean it with water and I will put it back on this shiny side so that it can be reused. These can be reused 10 to 12 times. I'm not kidding you, 10 to 12 times. But those of us that have a few little extra tricks up their sleeve, basically anybody who's a designer like myself, we have tricks to make them last longer than the 10 to 12 times. I'm going to give you guys the shortcut right here. When I do not have, when I've thrown away one transfer because the cats got it. It was stuck all over them and they chewed it. But, so right here, this is a spray adhesive. It's a repositionable spray adhesive used on stencils. Guess what? I use it on my transfers because that makes it so that I can use it even longer. So, you can take a transfer like this 10 to 12 times, even longer if you take care of it, and even longer if you use some of our tricks. And then, you know, you can use it. And here's the thing, I also use this with things like etching cream. So I'm going to go ahead and place this down on my burlap surface, just like that. Smooth it out. I didn't fuzz it this time. Usually I'm going to fuzz this because what we get with, you know, a harder surface, if you don't fuzz it on a fuzzing towel like this, this is our fuzzing towel, but you can just use a regular towel. It'll stick to the surface, especially glass. If you use it on glass with the ink or with etching cream, then you're going to end up stretching your transfer, and that will damage it. Because this is a vinyl right here and here, this is a fabric. So basically what they've done is it's a vinyl with a cutout and over a fabric, and it's adhesive. It has an adhesive, so it's reusable. So that makes it really fun to use. And so I need to pick colors. Okay, so my granddaughter is 6 years old. She likes, you guys can help me pick colors. She likes Barbies. She likes unicorns. She likes the color purple, the blues, the greens, the yellows, the oranges. She likes bright colors. She's like, you know, any little girl, that's what she likes. So let me pull some colors out and you guys can help me choose. So I have, let's see, we've got this color. I don't think gray, she won't like that. And let me grab some more colors. Oops. I think this blue would be a little too light. Then we have this green, and here's this blue. And let me pull, oh, here's the poppy. Here's poppy, that's red. That's a little bit red. An aquamarine. So which colors do you think will go against this color right here? Let me see if I can pick it up a little closer to the screen so you guys can see it. So here's poppy. Here's the couture coral. Actually, that's guava. Here's liberty. And this is parakeet. And this is aquamarine. Which color should I use? You guys pick for me. Poppy, guava, liberty, parakeet, or aquamarine. I have a feeling the aquamarine would fade in the gray of the burlap. So, I'll give you guys a second to make your choice while I tell you guys about the samples kits again. This is available only towards people who have not yet received a sample kit. You can go to that link. You'll get a message with how to get a sample and what it takes to get one. It's not that hard, but there you go. So, we also have, while you guys are picking, Lynn, all of them, rainbow or splash. That's a good idea. I think I would need to get pink. Let me see if I have a pink that will fit. Because I do have a pink. I still have my raspberry sorbet. I hope it's not dried out. I think it won't be. And there are yellows. There are yellows. So I like the way you think, Lynn. I'm liking the way you think. Here's peacock. Yellow. This actually would work right here. Let's put green right there. Don't have a purple. That probably should be like a purple. Let's take these away because I like the way you think. And let me see if I have a purple over here because I need a regular purple. And hey, wait, let's see if this is any good. Some of these are old. I don't know. This is, I don't know. This is not looking very good. It's looking a little dry. Let's see if we can perk this one up with a little bit of water and a stir stick. Let's hope I have enough stir stick. This one's still a little kind of hard because this one, we can still use it if it has little chunks. This one's old, so I think I can use that right there because red and green is purple. So we'll start stirring that up and we will do the rainbow. We will do a rainbow. So I'm going to keep putting some water in here and stirring this up because this particular paste, I think this is like 6 months old. Usually you don't use them past 6 months. Here's a little tip. If they get a little funky, sometimes they get a little funky, I will put a little bit of hand sanitizer, just a little dab of hand sanitizer or a couple drops of alcohol. Clears up anything. And it doesn't damage the color. Plus, it dries out. Okay, that's looking like it is mostly thinned down. And go just a little bit thinner. I don't want to make it too thin going on to the burlap because it'll spread out underneath the adhesive. So there we go, we got that. Let's check this one. Push these over the side and pop myself some yellow. Now these pastes last a long time. When I say they last a long time, and I forgot to tell you guys about the mystery hostess parties. I am trying to get those back started up inside the craft room. You got to do #VIP to get into the craft room. The craft room is where we hang out. Oh, did I have another green here? I have other greens. I'm hesitant to open a green if I have another green, and I think I will go with this green because I already have, this is still not open, so try to use up my greens before I'm, actually, this is lime green and this is lime, well, those are 2 lime greens. Sometimes I forget what I've purchased, you guys. Okay, let's open this up and put a little water in it. And let me grab another stir stick and stir this one up, because I also have not used this one for quite a while. Sometimes I do paste maintenance, you guys, and I try to go through every month and open them up and stir them up and make sure, you know, that they're not drying out. If they dry out a little bit, it's not a big deal. If they dry out really rock hard, it's a little more tough to get them going. We have been known, I don't know if the peacock's going to make it because it is really dry. I think I'm going to pick a different blue. So we're going to put the peacock back. I just put some water in it. Here we go. We're going to use this Blue Jay. It has not been used very much, so I'm going to find another stir stick over here. Oh, dropped my water. And stir this up. Let me grab some more water for my little handy dandy. This is actually an atomizer. And stir it up. Stir it up. Stir it up. And put it right there. Then the last one is this poppy red. And I'll use another stir stick. I used this not too long ago. So it's still in pretty good condition. In fact, if you guys are looking, you can see it kind of drip. That's about the consistency that's best for most projects. Yes, Lynn, this will bring a lot of fun. So, I have all my paste ready with all the little stir sticks. We're going to push those over to the side so they're out of my way. Pulling out my squeegees. Probably should have cleaned some of the other squeegees I had because I have 1, 2, 3 large ones and some mini ones. And that's about it. All right. So, does anybody remember? Does it start yellow at the bottom and go up to the red, or is it yellow at the top and go down to red? I cannot remember. I think what I'll do is I'll just do all the way across. So, we're going to go ahead and get this rolling. I don't need this right there. I'm gonna go ahead like that and put in my green. So hopefully I get enough. Just putting dots of it along here. And we'll go for a blue. Actually, let's start over here with the red, because that way I kind of get a sense of how much farther I gotta go. And here's purple. Like this. And then blue right in the middle. Oops. Might need more. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to start off with my red. And yep, I'm already seeing I'm going to probably need to pull out some more red. But we'll go with this. I'll put that right there. I'm going to go ahead and drag down on my purple. I can tell I need more, so I'll just grab some more. And you see the gap that I'm leaving? I'm going to close that gap shortly. So I'm going to just drag it into red, and we're going to blend it just like this so it blends. And because this is going to dry fast because it is warm here, I'm going to pull this up if I can get it. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, you can get up. Pull this up just to here. So I can let this dry out and just kind of settle a little bit. I can see where I've got to go back over a little bit. This is going to be okay because there's a little bit right there. And I'll drop that down there and let it wait. Whoops. Caught it. Guys, I caught it. And we're going to go across, blend it into the purple. I need a little more blue right here. Just like that. And because, if you guys remember, I said that there's a couple spots here. So I'm going to flatten that down. I think it was on the R. And we're going to go ahead and pull this back up. So far, so good. This is called, what do they call it? Paste and peel, I think. So what that does is that prevents the paste from being pulled up. If I left it on much longer, especially in this heat, it probably would pull it up. So now I'm going to move on to my green, and I don't have a clean squeegee, one of the large ones, so I'm using my small one. And you're going to see that it's getting thick now. Probably should have waited. But I can always pull more. Just like this. And I will need a little more. And we're gonna squeegee down in here and just kind of blend it a little bit. Right at the top there. And drop that over there. Peel it back up. Just like that. Getting it up and up and up. And then last pass for the yellow. And this yellow paste is probably kind of dry because I should have waited, but that's okay. And I've got this on here, so before I do anything, I'm gonna wipe this off. I am gonna wipe this off my fingers. And we are gonna go and just blend this down. And yep, I got green on that squeegee, so I'm gonna grab another one because I don't want where I just want yellow to end up with a bunch of green. So we are mixing it up just like that. Those of you who have been here long enough, you have seen my granddaughter come on live with me and basically take over the show, because that's what grandbabies do. Okay, so here we go. You're really, what was the words on that? You're pretty much my favorite all time in the history of forever. So that's for baby Tara. That is for baby Tara. So yes. And I just want to remind everybody again, the sprinkle contest is going to be starting up. I promise to be on time on it. There are going to be next month a few days that I will not be doing lives because I will be going to my niece's wedding. Provided coronavirus doesn't stop us, because they plan to have it in Arizona, and Arizona right now is #1 in the nation for coronavirus outbreak. And you know, the coronavirus, and some of you guys know what my dual day job is and who I work for. I'm not going to say it out loud anymore because I don't want to get in trouble for saying anything. But I did the calculation right now. There's I'm going to just round it around to 100,000 per 2 million people who get the virus. 100,000 people die. Which, if it hits everybody in the U.S., and I think that's 300 million, that's what I calculated off, that means that 15 million people in the U.S. will die from it. So that's pretty scary. And part of the problem is if we overwhelm the hospital systems. It's not that you're going to stop yourself from getting it. It's that we're trying to make sure that the hospitals don't have to pick and choose who to treat by saying that person has the chance of a longevity of life and this other person doesn't. So wear your masks. It's not a political statement. Just wear your mask. I don't like it. It's muggy, it's hot, it makes my glasses fog up, but when I go out, I wear my mask. And that's not just to protect me, that's to protect the other people. So wear your masks. And, you know, if you don't like wearing them, limit the amount of time that you go out. Try to do that. Okay, so with that said, this is the project for the night. You know, you're pretty much my favorite all time in the history of forever. I'm glad you guys came out to watch tonight, and I hope to see you tomorrow night. Hopefully nothing goes wrong and I make it in to do my live, and hopefully it's also not hot, but it's hot. I have to admit that. With the wind and the fire, the COVID and the fires, yeah. California has their own fires. We have them every year down towards LA. It's the nature of the beast. Hopefully we all make it through the end of the year, and then we all yell at the end of the year on New Year's Eve. Everybody needs to yell Jumanji. Okay? I'm telling you guys, yell Jumanji at the end of the year, because that's what this year is. You know, murder. I think we forgot the murder hornets, and then there's something else. I'm just waiting for the big giant snakes in the sky with the little wings, you know, the dragons to come flying by. Because the way this year is going, anything's possible. And I took my job thinking, oh, I'm going to avoid something really bad. Yeah, and then I'm involved in the worst pandemic in 100 years. But anyways, you guys, have a great evening. I'm going to go cool off. You guys go cool off. Drink some water. Make sure you're getting a lot of water. Keep yourselves hydrated in the heat if you're in the heat. If you're in the cold, keep warm. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye now.